Emma, if a person or child has an allergic reaction, does that mean their next one's automatically going to be worse or they're at risk for anaphylaxis?
No, I get asked this question so much, Josh. It really doesn't mean that your next reaction is going to be worse than the last. They don't build on each other in any way. They're standalone reactions. So you're to put your mind at ease, or any moms or dads out there, the next reaction is not necessarily going to be worse than the last one. They can be quite unpredictable. So there's a lot of, there are some factors called cofactors that can lead to a more severe reaction or a less severe reaction. If you're stressed, if you have an infection, this can sometimes lead to having a more severe reaction. Other cofactors include um, if you have asthma, if you have a history of anaphylaxis, if you've had anaphylaxis previously, and exercise is another one, especially for young children, but also for older children, alcohol consumption, and if you've taken non-steroidal anti-inflammatories, these can also lead to more severe reactions. So these are important to know for everyday life. So maybe to be extra careful at those times when you're a bit more vulnerable, if you're stressed or you've done a lot of exercise, um, and especially teenagers, because the teenage years is the time that you're taking more risks, and possibly starting to drink alcohol. So bring your EpiPens, bring your antihistamine. Uh, don't leave home without them, because it could be vital at that time.
And so it's more about these cofactors that, because I think a lot of people do think, like, say there's repeated exposure. Is that more because if you have repeated exposure, you're more likely at one time or another to have more of these cofactors in play, and that's what can cause a reaction? Or is it simply just if you keep getting exposed, then it can lead to a severe
If
reaction?
you keep getting exposed to the allergen, it doesn't make the reaction worse or better. It doesn't impact that. It depends on what's going on in your body at the time that you eat uh, the allergen. So it really doesn't build on each other.
Okay. Okay. So it's very so it'd be possible for a person if they're aware of these cofactors, which of course we don't know all of them. So obviously, if you have reactions, then managing exposure is probably going to be helpful. But if a person has an exposure and they've managed some of these, at least these key cofactors, that gives them a better chance of not having increasingly severe reactions or things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's very difficult because everyday life you possibly will be stressed, you possibly will be doing exercise, but it's just to be very cautious around these times, more so than more so than not, and especially when you're out drinking alcohol, because your inhibitions kind of decrease, and you could possibly be taking more risks there.
Okay. Thank you, Emma.
Okay, thank you.